Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Glashutte Original Senator 60s Panorama. That's Panorama Date. You can see this vintage-inspired automatic Glashutte Original and buy it on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full commercial listing for this watch with accessories included in the sale, high-resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Glashutte Original Senator 60s. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see that the watch is vintage inspired but modern in its outright size. The watch is 42 millimeters across the round of the case from 9 o'clock to 3, not inclusive of the crown. It is, however, fairly slim, and the height it has is largely, I would say, mitigated by the extreme slope of that conical bezel and the immense slope of the sapphire, which is designed to evoke 1960s plexiglass with the same kind of distortion effect at oblique angles. Now from lug to lug, the watch again is modern in size, 49 millimeters from lug to lug. The watch more than anything sits like a slim limpet on the wrist, easily sliding underneath a formal sleeve or dress cuff, but it's also quite handsome and works well with less formal attire, such as a smart polo shirt or button-up. Now the watch has a high-polished stainless steel case mated to a traditional small-scale alligator leather strap with calfskin on the bottom, extremely supple where it touches the skin. The watch also features a stylish, alternately beveled and polished and satin-finished Glashutte Original branded pin buckle. Now the case is effectively all of dial, all of crystal, and all of bezel, as the rest of the case just falls away. You can see its curve tucks underneath the outstretched bezel, so effectively all you see here is that dominant watch face, and effectively that works because the watch has a charismatic face. Look at those hugely stylized Arabic numerals, further distorted by the extreme camber of that plexiglass style sapphire. This is also a great example of two-tone working very well on a modern watch. Rather than featuring two-tone metals on the case, strap, or bracelet, you can see the combination of the watch's steel with rose gold dial accents is simply spectacular. It's effective and it works with the watch's vintage vibe quite well. There's a stylish Glashutte Original signature at 12 o'clock, and it's worth mentioning that the watch features a matte silver finish. It's not a sunburst, it's more subtle. Rather than exploding in the light of a light box or direct sunlight the way a sunburst would, this one is more muted, a little bit more sober, a little bit more restrained in Teutonic fashion, but you'll also note that there's a measure of practicality in as much as a small luminescent pip of superluminova is outboard of each index, and both hour and minute hand likewise have a small sliver of luminescent paint. You can see the aperture for the Panorama Date at 6 o'clock, and uniquely, it is a flush date, meaning both discs are in the same plane, with no perceptible overlap, extremely difficult to achieve from a watchmaking standpoint. You'll also note the use of a step down from the dial to the plane of the discs. There's a little bit of a window, there's a little bit of a sloped aperture to ease that visual transition. On the case back, you can see the Glashutte Original Caliber 39 in-house automatic winding. This is the 3958 of 39 jewels. It has hacking seconds. It has a quick set for that Panorama Date for easy adjustment. It has 3 ATM water resistance inside the case, so this isn't one for swimming. It has a 40-hour power reserve, so if you wear it daily and allow it to wind itself in the course of a full day's use, it's essentially set it and forget it, with the exception of the 5 months of the year when you will have to correct the date. You can also see that it features a few signatures of Glashutte Original, such as the polished swan's neck regulator. You can see the skeletonized filigree style Glashutte Original rotor. You'll also note the use of what are known as Glashutte stripes. We're not in Francophone Switzerland here, so they're not Geneva waves. The highly specialized dressage spiral, which you can see on the reduction wheel of the winding system. And then you'll also note that the bridge itself, the largest bridge, is a 3/4 style bridge in the Saxon style, evocative of older pocket watches and the original style of East German watchmaking. Incredibly handsome, built and designed entirely in-house. It's the perfect complement to the aesthetic excellence of this Glashutte Original Senator 60s. You can go back in time to the swingin' 60s with Glashutte Original on our website.